Hi everybody, the Mushroom Hunter here, and today I want to explain the difference between two different types of honey mushrooms. Honey mushrooms are in the genus Armillaria. They can grow in spring and summer, but are more prolific in fall, and they basically grow at the base of trees or on buried tree roots. And there are really two types. There is a ringless honey mushroom and a ringed honey mushroom. Right here is the ringless honey mushroom. So you can see here that it's a normal mushroom with a cap. Generally, it's fairly textured, sort of a rough cap. There's lots of little dimples in there, and again, the ringless honey mushrooms do not have a ring on the stem. The gills go kind of towards the, run down the stem a little bit, but basically, that's it. So they are usually, they can range in color, let's say. They can be anything from yellow to sort of orangish to tannish to sort of brown. They could even change colors as they age. But basically, they're kind of that honey amber color. Both versions of the honey mushrooms are edible, so it doesn't really matter which one you get. Technically speaking, the cap is going to be the most edible part of the mushroom. The stems are very tough. So I usually eat the caps. Maybe the top inch or so of the stem will be a little more tender. The rest of it's going to be very tough. This actually is past prime. I wouldn't eat this mushroom here because the cap is already sort of upturned. I want to find these when the caps are more bell-shaped. Before the caps flatten out. They tend to get a little bitter when the caps flatten out and sort of a little more tough. And they are far more likely to be infested with insects. And that goes for pretty much every mushroom out there. Once the caps flatten out or upturn on edible mushrooms, they just aren't quite as tasty anymore. So again, this is the ringless honey mushroom, Armillaria tabescens. Right around the corner here, I found some of the ringed honey mushrooms, so let's go check those out. Okay, so these are Armillaria mellea, also known as the ringed honey mushrooms. You can see the color is yellow, and again, just like the ringless honey mushrooms, the color can vary. You still see that sort of dimpling on the cap. They are not perfectly smooth. There is the ring. The ring is basically the veil that is covering the gills when the mushroom is young, and that ring pulls away and just kind of ends up on the stem as the mushroom matures. So yeah, both of these types of honey mushrooms grow generally in pretty large clusters. I should note that as far as edibility with these, they are a good edible. However, they can cause stomach upset if they are not well cooked, just like a lot of other wild mushrooms. So these need to be very well cooked. Some people boil them ahead of time and then saute them. That is absolutely not necessary. You should be able to get by just sauteing these for like 8 or 10 minutes. And these are all over here. A bunch of these trees have these growing right at the base and all throughout, which is very unfortunate. And I say it's unfortunate because these are parasitic. Both of these types of mushrooms, of honey mushrooms, are killing these trees. There's nothing we can do about it. Once the mushrooms show up, the mycelium has already started to infect the tree roots, and you can take the mushrooms away. That's not going to help anything. So if you have these in your yard, if you find these growing near a living tree in your yard or in any park, that tree is toast. And I'm not saying it's going to die like right away, but that tree is being parasitized and these will kill it. So that's an unfortunate thing. So I guess why not eat them in the meantime? Anyway, this is Don King, the Mushroom Hunter. Happy hunting.
you.